If you want to paint a canvas, you can do it for free. If you want to play the piano, you can do that for free too. And if you want to play a sport like tennis, you can do that for free as well. Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Edward Florendo, author of the book Secrets to Effective Holistic Asthma Care, Changing Your Life One Breath at a Time. With all these things being free, why is it that you have to pay for something as simple as breathing? Stay tuned and I'll answer this question as well as offer you an exciting free gift at the end of this video. At age 7, I woke up at the ICU, having battled a terrible bout of asthma the night before. I dedicated my life to learning more about this dreaded disease. This dedication has brought me to 4 continents around the world, learning and teaching a holistic, natural way of controlling asthma. The Buteyko Method is a system that was developed by a Russian doctor named Dr. Konstantin Buteyko. It is most famous for its breathing exercises, which correct hyperventilation and can help people control asthma. Clinical trials around the world have demonstrated its positive effects for asthma, but many people shun from learning the Buteyko Method because they find it expensive. So why do you have to pay for something that concerns breathing? When I first came to Cameroon, I was greeted by a very beautiful green landscape. There was virtually no air pollution to speak of, and yet asthma was quite prevalent in the population. When I arrived at the clinic, a 50-year-old farmer was waiting for me. He had suffered asthma for 27 years, and he kept going in and out of the hospital using his inhaler frequently. When I talked to him, I could find that every 10 minutes he had to take an inhaler. Because of his asthma, he could no longer work at the farm regularly, and his farm became quite unproductive. The Buteyko Method teaches a series of exercises to retrain your body's breathing center to become more relaxed and less excited. Under careful supervision, John learned the breathing exercises well, and by day 2 of the workshop, John didn't need to take any puffs from his inhaler anymore. This dramatic improvement allowed John to go back to his farm, save his work, and make it productive again. He didn't need hospitalization for asthma ever again. When I got back to Manila, I was approached by a mother whose daughter was given a full scholarship by a prestigious university. Her daughter was given a scholarship because she had become part of the university's swimming team. Unfortunately, her daughter Jane started developing a series of health problems because of her grueling training. Jane experienced worsening back pain, hyperacidity, and even acute panic attacks. Her daughter said that she had developed hyperventilation. Because of these symptoms, Jane was having a hard time to stay on the team and risked losing her scholarship. When Jane took up the Buteyko Method, I convinced her coach to change some parameters of her training program to incorporate the Buteyko Method. Along with my training and supervision, Jane's symptoms disappeared in a month's time, and she was not only just able to get back to her team, but more importantly, Jane was able to save her college scholarship. And finally, I'll tell you about Isa. Isa is a 60-year-old asthmatic who had developed a terrible kind of insomnia. She had seen several sleep specialists, and despite taking a lot of sleeping pills every night, she remained awake. Isa was crying in my clinic as she told me how her family was already on the edge because of the irritability and mood swings she had developed from her lack of sleep. On assessment, I immediately confirmed hyperventilation, and I convinced her to take up the Buteyko Method. On the night of her first session, Isa was able to get 5 hours of restful sleep. This progressively improved until she was able to get 8 hours of sleep while at the same time removing her sleeping pills and her asthma medicines. These are just a few stories of the people I have taught the Buteyko Method to. They all say that the Buteyko Method was well worth it. So, why do you have to pay for something as simple as breathing? Well, you can certainly splash some paint on a canvas, or you can also press some keys on the piano, or you can also hit a few balls for free. But these are not going to make you into an artist, a composer, or a world tennis champion. You want to be good at what you do. And when it comes to asthma and hyperventilation, you want to win against your asthma. You want to win against your hyperventilation. And I want you to win against these two. Like a serious athlete who wants to win in his game, you could make use of a coach who can teach you the Buteyko Method very well. So, how much is it worth to save your work and make it productive again? How much is it worth to save your scholarship and earn a college degree? How much is it worth to regain your sleep, sanity, and get your family back together again? These are what my students paid for when they took up the Buteyko Method workshop.
So, can you really afford the Buteyko Method? And can you really learn it? Well, if a poor farmer in Africa can afford it, then so can you. If a student who needs scholarship can afford it, then so can you. And if a 60-year-old sleepless woman can learn the Buteyko Method, then so can you.
And to make it even easier for you, I am offering you a free breathing assessment course online. Start by downloading my free ebook, Secrets to Effective Holistic Asthma Care, Changing Your Life One Breath at a Time, at the links below. The book will give you instructions on how to assess your breathing for free. Changing your life for the better is done one breath at a time. I am Dr. Charles Edward Florendo, Southeast Asia's first physician to be certified in the world-renowned Buteyko Method.